bringing to our attention that Israel is not a black nation. Many Gentiles claim that Israel is a white nation. Well, I'm going to take the time out to give you 7 undeniable, indisputable facts that should prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Israel is black, and it is not the white nation that you assume that it is. As a matter of fact, Israel is not a white nation at all. One fact is, if Israel was a black nation, would the Most High curse our people and turn them white for disobedience? And the answer is no. And there is a law in the book of Deuteronomy, the 24th chapter. And we need to understand this law, because according to this law, it will prove to us that Israel is not a white nation, but Israel is and always have been a black nation. According to Deuteronomy 24:8, it says,
Take heed
in
the plague of leprosy.
Pay strict attention and take heed to the plague of leprosy.
That thou observe diligently.
That you observe diligently.
And do according
to all the priests, the Levites, shall command you. As I
commanded them,
so shall ye do.
Remember what Yahweh thy Elohim did unto Miriam.
By the way, when he came out of Egypt, the Almighty wanted us to take heed in the plague of leprosy, that we observe to do diligently according to all that he commands us. As he commands them, so shall we do. So what is the Creator telling us? He's telling us that he got priests, who are the Levites, who are our spiritual teachers, and we better take heed and pay attention and do diligently everything they tell you to do. And he said, remember what I did unto Miriam, by the way, when he came forth out of Egypt. So we want to find out what he did to Miriam. And we go to the book of Numbers, the 12th chapter. Numbers, the 12th chapter, it says, in the first verse,
And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married.
And Aaron and Miriam spoke against who?
Moses.
Because
of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married. For he had married an Ethiopian woman.
All right, they wanted to question him on why he married someone out of the nation of Israel. They wouldn't question him because she was black, because they were black. But he's questioning him for the fact that they thought that he should only marry other Israelites. So they thought that they had the ability and the audacity to question him and tell him whom he should marry and whom he shall not marry. And when they spoke against him, Yahweh heard it.
And they said, Have Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he not spoken also by us?
Are not we indeed prophets and prophetesses, as thou art? Has Yahweh only spoken through you? Has he not used our mouth to speak to the children of Israel also?
And Yahweh heard it.
And Yahweh heard them as they were scolding Moses.
And Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses.
And Yahweh spoke suddenly unto Moses
And unto Aaron.
and unto Miriam,
Come out, ye three,
come out, ye three,
unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out.
They came out before Yah.
And Yahweh came down in the pillar of the cloud.
Came down in the pillar of cloud.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle.
And stood in the door of the tabernacle.
And called Aaron.
And called Aaron.
And Miriam. And they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words.
Hear now my words.
If there be a prophet amongst you.
If there be a prophet amongst you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him.
In a vision.
Or I will speak to him.
In a dream.
My servant Moses is not so.
Who is faithful in all mine house.
With him will I speak.
Mouth to mouth.
Even apparently.
And not in dark speeches.
And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. In other words, there's any other prophet, I love him, and I might speak to him in a vision. Or I might speak to them in a dream. But when Moses wants me, I don't come to him in no vision. I don't come to him in no dream. I come to him and speak to him face to face, mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of Yahweh shall he behold. He sees me. I appear to him. Well, I want to talk to you. I come in a vision. But I speak to this man as a man speaketh unto his friend, face to face and mouth to mouth.
Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Would y'all be afraid to speak to someone and against someone that Yahweh had such an intimate relationship with, that every time he wants to convey something, he comes and speaks to him face to face and mouth to mouth? Would you speak against Yahweh's servant? Would you be afraid to speak to Yahweh's against his prophet? Huh? You would. I know I would. I know we should. But I know we don't. Keep reading.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against him.
And the anger of Yahweh was kindled against them.
And he departed.
So he got mad at them and he departed. But what happened when he departed?
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle.
That means Yahweh went back up in the cloud and departed from the tabernacle.
And behold, Miriam became leprous.
She became leprous.
White as snow.
White as snow.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam.
Remember what Yahweh said, take heed in the plague of leprosy, that if thou observe diligently and do according to all that I command my priests and Levites. As I command them, so shall ye do. Remember what I did to Miriam. She became leprosy as white as snow.
And
Aaron looked upon her.
And behold, she was leprous.
She was leprous.
And Aaron said unto Moses.
And Aaron said unto Moses.
At last, my king, I beseech thee.
At last, my master, I beseech thee.
Lay not the sin upon us.
When you turn to white, you laid sin upon us. Lay not the sin, because when he seen her turn white, they recognized that white is a sign of sin. White is a sign of the plague of leprosy. And white is a plague of leprosy that Yahweh said he would lay upon anyone that didn't hearken unto the voice of his priest. And when she came white, Aaron looked upon her and said, lay not to sin upon us, wherein we have sinned and wherein we have done foolishly. Let her not be as one who is dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when the heat cometh out of his mother's womb. So what's happening? White, according to the scriptures, is a sign of sin.